All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, May 22nd, set today by Fed. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Fiasco when journalist sent back garbled telegram, 7 letters. Fiasco when journalist sent back garbled telegram. And I gave you 2 letters out of the goodness of my heart. All right, back to the crossword. Ford Capri starts making constant power. It's hot. I'm thinking the definition is it's hot. So is that a word for hot or something that is hot? Maybe hot as in popular. Ford, the starts, is that the start of, oh, maybe the starts of F and C or making M? Constant, oh, we've had E, I think, is a constant before, and power can be P. Oh, a constant can be pi as well. Pip, piping hot. Something pip. Ford. I think we're going to have to put something in for Ford. Gerald Ford or Ford across a river. No, let's try the downs. A classic Doctor Who fan may finally start to manufacture TARDIS for one. Great clue. Well, TARDIS for one, I seem to remember TARDIS stands for something, and therefore I think it's an acronym. And then, so the A might just be A. I don't know how classic becomes C. Um, the start to manufacture, I think, is the M. Oh, and May finally is the final letter. So we just have CRON, a classic Doctor. Oh, maybe a classic Doctor Who. Ron? I don't. Was there a Ron who was. Or Cron? Yeah, I'm feeling like classic might be abbreviated to C, but I don't know why it would be. Now, Dr. O can be an anagram indicator. Oh, yeah, and we have to get, no, the fan, of course, we have to, was, excuse me, Ron Weasley a Doctor Who fan in the Harry Potter books? Oh, it's the final letters of classic Doctor Who fan May. It's all of those, the finals, and then the beginning letter of manufacture, of course. They have faith in Gunners. Well, we had Arsenal just yesterday with group of footballers blocking big shot and Isaac's header. All right, I think the definition is they have faith, maybe, and it's people who belong to a certain religion. Gunners, oh, it could be some regiment that has an abbreviation. I don't know, the Royal Engineers known as Gunners, RE. And then group of footballers could be side or team, or could be 11 XI. And that has to block or go inside. Big shot. And then I think it's going to end in maybe an I for Isaac's header. Is there a player called Isaac with that spelling? I'm not familiar with him. All right, sticky chicken ultimately overdone in Kentucky. Well, Kentucky, is going to be KY, I think. 'Kentucky. I think. 'Kentucky. 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 ' So is it going to be a word for sticky? Chicken ultimately might be the N. And then, excuse me, we put, dear oh dear, the overdone. Overdone, I suppose, burnt. And I think it might all go inside of. Mm, no, I don't see a K unless it's some kind of curry or something like that. No. After demolition derbies, carbon is present. I'm thinking derbies has 7 letters, so after demolition or after anagramming it, then I think you put a C and it's going to mean present or present, noun or a verb, present time, present a gift. I'm not seeing an anagram of derbies plus C. No, need a letter or two for that. Plans from 15th of March say to host 1st of April. Finally, one I can get. The Ides of March. Now, I think it says say because the 15th, I think, of any month in the Roman calendar was called the Ides. But that's going to host the first letter of April, the A. And we'll get some ideas, which might be plans. By all conclusions, 2 or 3 turn over a new leaf. Well, conclusions, I'm thinking like the Doctor Who finals. 2 or 3 turn over a new leaf. No, now I know the shamrock is called trefoil or trefoil because it has 3 leaves. That is 7 letters, but I don't see how that would work. All right, back to the across. Guide a Dutch caps sticky. Oh, another sticky. Is that a theme? I don't see another one. Oh, a sticky outbit. Guide a Dutch caps sticky outbit. Well, the sticky outbit of a cap is the bill. Guide a Dutch. What's the? I presume it's going to be the abbreviation for the Netherlands NL. Could it be a D? Dutch caps. Oh, maybe Dutch caps is the D, the first letter of D. Yeah, maybe the definition is sticky outbit. But is that going to be like on the anatomy or on a building? Protrusion of some kind? No. Quickly stop cycling around on. All right, I think it's quickly as in a musical sense. And I thought of presto, and there we do have the word stop that is cycling around. Or it's cycling, I should say. The P goes to the beginning, but then it goes around on the subject of would be re. He has a few, Fed has a few very long clues. I'm not a fan of those. The more things in the clue, the more possibilities there are. High gears, satisfied punctures must be what accounts for energy consumption. Yeah, I think the wordplay is at the beginning. Gear high can be an anagram indicator, so I'm wondering if we're going to anagram gears Oh, maybe gas. Ah, I'm thinking it's a gas meter. Yes. Very tricky wordplay, but luckily I remembered high can be an anagram indicator. Um, so I think if you satisfied something you satisfied the requirements, you met the requirements, and that punctures the anagram of gears. And a gas meter would account for your energy consumption. Sailor's objective, get lost. That's a nice clue, nice and short compared to the previous one. What is a sailor's objective? And then get lost, almost like an anagram of get, tag. I don't think so. Maybe comic books I reordered will be undamaged. Reordered certainly sounds like an anagram indicator, but where do we get 6 letters? And is it going to mean maybe comic books I will be undamaged? Maybe it's I plus a 5-letter word for something that might be comic books. Manga, we've had that before. Undamaged. Yeah, it's probably going to be an un word, or it could be in. Intact. But I don't see how intact would be. Maybe comic books. Oh, maybe books might be New Testament. Oh, yeah, I think this is another tricky one. I think a comic might be an act in a variety show. And, oh yeah, and so reordered is not an anagram indicator. It's just saying take these 3 parts, I, New Testament, and act, and put them in a different order. That's very tricky. Old Italian curates traveling north. Oh, if it was a down clue, I would definitely think traveling north meant a reversal. I don't know if that applies in an across clue. But maybe the definition is simply old. Don't see it. Or old Italian, maybe? Now, coat brand Mark is wearing. Yeah, maybe a coat is the definition and Mark is wearing a brand. Is Mark simply the M? No. Does he tend to hack Yahoo after turning on Firm? Oh, I wonder if this is an and lit, where maybe the whole thing is the wordplay and also suggestive of the definition. No, problem with locks and rent stops. Maybe it is a problem with locks, but I don't see it. Excuse me. All right, we got a few letters. Here's our faith. They have faith. Gunners with group of footballers. Oh, maybe they block a big shot Could be a VIP. No, still don't get it. And there's our sticky chick. Oh, a sticky as in a problem. Yeah, I think that's going to be naughty. Ah, yes. Chicken ultimately is the N, and overdone is over the top OTT. All that goes inside Kentucky. Ah, so it does have a K. Yeah, trying to think of something like teriyaki or it's hot. No, when we do it, let me try the anagram helper. Very optimistic of me, but let's try Derby's C. And it's going to mean is present. Yeah, it's fun. The C, B, and D don't really go well together. Oh, describe. I think present might be to describe something. There we go. Yeah, happy with that. Oh, here's our A Dutch caps and then a sticky out bit. No. All right. Discovered both deer and giraffe somehow, except not seeing eye to eye. Is it? I feel like we're going to maybe anagram deer and giraffe somehow being the anagram indicator. Is it going to mean discovered? It's 13 letters. Yeah, deer plus giraffe is already 11, I think. So, not seeing eye to eye. I don't know if we have to do something with the letter I, but what is the first word? Again, discovered. No, I don't see a phrase for that. Oh dear. Private is last to solve 10 and possibly 11 across, assuming 5 is reversed. Oh my goodness. Skipping over that one. Jack and Chairman stood on the counter to get bottle. I presume it's going to be a bottle, and I should know all of the sizes of wine and champagne bottles, but I think there is one that begins with J, which might be Jack. Stood on the counter. I'm thinking of a Jeroboam, isn't that one? But how is that chairman on the count? Oh, on the counter, of course, is a reversal. Let me put it in. I may not even be spelling it correctly. Let me pause and just look up Jeroboam. Okay, apparently it's Jeroboam, and the size varies. Usually, most parts of the world, it's 3 liters, but in Bordeaux, it's 5 liters, and it used to be 4.5 liters. Anyway, I think Jack is the J. Oh, Chairman Mao. Oh my goodness. All right, on the counter. And Boar, I think, is stood. I don't know about Boar meaning stood, but I think that's how to decipher that one. All right. Will that be helpful? Maybe, maybe. Fed up, framed by force, making assumption. Now I need something for that. Record if the amp is occasionally set virtually. Could be record, of course. If the amp is occasionally. Yeah, I'm wondering if we take every other letter of this, but don't see anything good for that. May as well finish the downs. Airport in France is most lenient. I think it's going to mean most lenient, and I think the in France is AEST. And so what's the three-letter airport? And it's going to mean most lenient, nicest, nicest. OLAX, LAX, of course, yeah. Nine's keen. Have I got nine? No, I don't. So I think I'm going to have to come back to that one. All right, let's finish the acrosses. Bitters free on account. Oh, I'm thinking it's going to mean bitter. Account can be AC, so I'm wondering if we put a three-letter word for free on top, because we get something like acidic, acrid. Yeah, if you rid something of something, you free it, I suppose. All right, perhaps Violet Beauregard's second to go back after Wonka's introduction, monstrous creature. Well, another very long one, but I'll forgive it because it's a great surface. I think it is going to be a monstrous creature. Perhaps violet. Well, violet could be a color or a tone. And then Beauregard's second, I think, is the E. And I think all of that is reversed. But after, I think, the W, Wonka's introduction. What is a monstrous creature beginning with a W? Oh, not a womble. Yeah, we're going to have an E in there somewhere. I think it would be. I think it would be here. Um, no, I don't see it. Charm of drug smuggler passing through airport on vacation. All right. It's been a little while since we had the on vacation trick, but it means emptying out. So I think we're going to empty out airport, and inside it, we're going to put a drug smuggler, and it's going to mean charm. Oh, a drug mule, of course, and that will give us an amulet. Drive in motorsport, getting cross. I think X is the cross, and I think yeah, I think motorsport is F Formula One, which can be represented by FI. And I think to drive in something might be to fix it. I suppose, as in, like driving in a nail, you fix the nail in at the wall, I think. Identify problem in San Diego, unfortunately. Oh, is it an anagram of San Diego? Ah, yes, I like that one. I don't think I've seen that before. Diagnose. Bring out psychedelic Italian trousers. That's a great clue. Now, trousers can be wordplay, word positioning, and so maybe a psychedelic is trousered by an Italian, but the Italian would begin with E. I don't know who that would be. Ennio. Um, and then what's the psychedelic? LSD. But anyway, I think the definition is bring out, which has different meanings. Like that dress brings out the blue in your eyes, or bring out your dead. Bring out. No, but I like that one. Good Lord, Mary's swimming in river. That's a great one too. I think Mary's swimming, we're going to anagram Mary's and it put it inside a 2-letter river. I think it's something like Mercy Me or Deary Me. Yeah, I think it's Deary Me. Yeah, the apostrophe S is not part of the anagram. That was what was throwing me, but then we have Mary inside of the river D, which comes up a lot. Small tense not finished before daughter gets soaked. I think it's going to mean soaked, which could be metaphorically, but I think it's going to be S. And then is it going to be literally the word tent? No, I think it's a TP, and they're different spellings, but I think that is the one with two E's after the T, two E's after the P, but then we finish it early and add the D for daughter, and you get steeped. All right, so it was a literal definition. All right, that one is, but maybe I can think of a word. No, maybe I can't. Nine's keen. Well, I'm thinking of American spellings of rigor, vigor, but what else? Keen. Oh, keen can, of course, be to sort of cry in a mournful way, but I don't think it's going to be that. Oh, how about my discovered with the FE? Maybe it is a past tense. No, but I think if it was a past tense, it's probably the first word would be D and it's going to be like brought to light or something like that. Oh, not seeing eye to eye, though, something to differ. Oh, agree to, accept not seeing eye to eye. That's a great definition. Agree to differ. Yeah, that F from fix was very helpful. Um, so I think it might be just deer and giraffe, but I don't know what letters do I not have? Maybe I miscounted. Oh no, I need the 2. Yeah. Oh. I think discovered we've seen this trick before. It is taking the covers off the word both, giving us OT, and with deer, giraffe, somehow telling us to anagram them. I think that's it. Okay, here's our old Italian curates traveling north. Maybe it's a charade. We're going to have a word for traveling and then N for north. Eurasian would fit, but I don't think that's an old Italian. Oh, Etruscan. Ah, that would be an old Italian. Oh, and traveling is telling us to anagram curate and then our curates and then follow it by the N for north. I think, by the way, that illustrates one thing that is frustrating for newer people tackling cryptic crosswords is we just had one where Mary's swimming. Well, the S is not part of the wordplay. It's just saying Mary is swimming. Whereas here we have curates traveling and the S is part of the wordplay. And you just have to accept that things mean something sometimes and then other times they don't. Okay, or sailor. I was going to say tor, but of course a sailor can be a tar. Oh, an objective might be a target, but we lose the get and we just get tar. I like that. Oh, I just thought of our monstrous creature. Now that another helpful F would be a werewolf. It's the wolf. It's the wolf. Oh, it is the word flower backwards. So perhaps violet, yeah. And then the E from Beauregard second. Ah, that's great. Oh, of course, keen would be eager. Um, how is that nine's keen? Oh, I think you read nine down the answer, agree to differ. Well, you make a different version of AGREE and you get eager. That's very clever. I like that. Okay. Does he tend a stable? Yeah, I think something like a stable boy, stable man. Oh, does he tend to hack? A hack, of course, can be a horse, but I don't see the wordplay. Yahoo! After turning on firm. Oh, now I see it. Firm might be stable, and a Yahoo might be a yob, and that turns to give boy. Very clever. All right, have I solved 10? Yeah. Private is last to solve. Is it going to be presto and possibly gas meter? I still don't have 5 though. But yeah, I don't see it. Excruciating, maybe. Yeah, the definition must be private. Oh, exclusive. I like that. Is last to solve and possibly 11. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Of course, I may be wrong, which would be funny. All right. Record if the amp is occasionally set Yeah, so to record might be to itemize. And I think it is the odd letters of if the amp is. And then, I don't know, I think set virtually might be what you sometimes see. We had one in the crossword earlier, almost. Oh, yeah, the tent not finished. So I'm thinking virtually is just saying take the S and the E. I think that's how that one should be read. All right. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Bring out, oh, elicit. Oh, um, ah, it's a hidden clue, so it's that kind of trousering. Yeah, so psychedelic Italian has hidden within it illicit. All right. How about, oh, 8 down ends in an O. By all conclusions, 2 or 3 turn over a new leaf. Is it a Latin word? Maybe that means by all conclusions or by all. Oh, some word like unanimous. Is it the last letters of? No, I don't think so. All right, here's our sticky out bit. Guide, or it could be guide. But yeah, I think it might be guide. And it's A plus D for Dutch. Yes, maybe there's another word for a bill or a brim of a cap. Guide. Oh, it's not the verb, it's a noun. A guide might be an advisor. And the sticky out bit could be called a visor, yeah. All right. By all conclusions, 2 or 3 turn over a new leaf. What is this? Over a do? Yeah, I think I'm going to pause and go through the alphabet for the second letter. Well, I did think of what I used to call oregano, but I believe it should be said oregano. And so I think a new leaf, or yeah, leaf question mark, is the cryptic definition. Yeah, so it is the conclusions of 2 or 3 turn over A. Is that right? Oh no, where are we getting the G? O-R-E. Oh no, so it's 2 or 3 gives us O-R-E. And your turn in a board game, for example, would be your go. And that goes over A for A and N for new. Very tricky. All right. Oh, I think the second word is probably going to be ends, stops. Problem with locks. Now, those could be locks in a canal, but it probably locks on a door. And rent. I think we're going to have a charade of a word for rent. And then stops is ends. I don't see it. All right, how about fed up? Framed by force, making assumption. Oh, I wonder if, yeah, I wonder if we have actually the word fed, but it's written up and it is framed by a word for force, and the whole thing is an assumption. I can't think of a assumption with DEF. What am I missing here? AD, ED, edif. No, I think edify is EDI. ID, EDE, fixe, OD, assumption, UD. No. God, I hope that's wrong about the fed up in there, but it does seem right. Yeah, I don't think it's the definition because fed up is past tense. What is an assumption? Pre a premise. I think a premise might be an assumption. Fed up, framed by force. Could be the police force, of course. I don't know about that. Then what would the problem with locks be? SP? Spare ends? Rent. Rent, of course, can mean torn. Split ends. Oh, it's a problem with the locks of hair. Ah. And yeah, I think if something is rent or torn, you might say it was split. Also, I think premise might be right. Let's go ahead and check it. It is, but I don't understand that. Yeah, I'm really not on Fed's wavelength completely today. Oh, that was our coat. It could be SM. Brand mark is wearing, no. Oh, let's try our people with faith. Yeah, there's our Isaac's header. Where's the group of footballers, and is it going to be side, our team, our XI? They have faith. Yeah, not seeing it. And here's our one across where it all started. Ford Capri starts making constant power. It's hot. All right, I think I may end up just going to wordplays.com for this one. I feel it's going to be some dish that I may or may not know about. So, anyway, let me pause, think for a moment, and then go to wordplays. All right, I did go to wordplays. There are quite a lot of words, but one I saw early on, I thought, oh, that looks possible, is paprika, which I presume is a spicy spice. Um, I've no idea how the wordplay is working, except I think K might be a constant. And I think I think we might be taking Capri. Oh, I think we might change the C in Capri for constant into P for power. Oh, I think there might be a Ford Ka in Europe. I'm going to say we don't have that in the USA, and that's going to be my excuse, but I really don't. But I think I have heard of a Ford Ka, maybe when I was renting a car at one point in Ireland. Um, yeah, so I think that might be the explanation, but we will check that. All right, just two left. Oh, I did think the gunners might be those Royal Engineers. Oh no, how about the Royal Artillery? Ah, yeah, I just thought of the Rastafari. Um, with group of footballers. Oh, is that the? I think that's the FA. Yeah. So literally the group, the association of footballers, and that blocks a big shot as a star. And then we have the I. All right. Here's the coat brand Mark is wearing. I do think it's going to be coat, but that could be a verb, as in like coating something with paint. Brand. I was wondering about smear, but I don't think. Oh, I think brand, as in branding cattle. I think it might be sear. I was thinking about a brand, as in a logo, a company brand. All right, well, let's check all. Smear was right. Let me just, oops, sorry about that. Double check that. Did we have a pangram today? I don't remember having a, oh no, we have a J, we have an X, I think, yeah, we have a W. Did we have a Q? No, I don't think so. All right, let's take a quick look over at 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by SC Chua. Might be SCC Hua, Hua. Anyway, yeah, the Ka is a small car from Ford, placed after Capri with the C replaced by a P, which is also, of course, from Ford, but I don't think they still make it, do they? That seems like an old one. All right, I think the next one on the across is, yeah, sear, to brand or burn the surface of something. Oh, and Mark, I was wondering how it was abbreviated to M, but I suppose from the old Deutschmarks. I think they're the only acrosses I didn't get, but all of these are being very nicely explained by SC Chua. Okay, the downs I had a lot more trouble with, but sure enough, the Royal Artillery are the gunners. I need to remember that. Yeah, I think if I had thought of RA earlier with the I might have got the Rastafari. Um, let's see, 17. Private. Last letter of, oh, X for 10, so nothing to do with 10 across. And clue is an example of 11 across, or 11 across is an example, so he could have picked any one of the numbers. Containing a reversal of 5 plus is, yeah, so you get SIV inside of clue. My goodness. I'm just wondering though about the E at the beginning. How is that? Oh no, the last letter of solve. Yeah, so E. Yeah, sorry, I'm being slow. There's our Jeroboam, Mao, and Bore. Oh, if you stood or tolerated something. Yeah, there we go. There's a picture of a Jeroboam. 20 fed up. Me. Oh, he got me. Yeah, I mean, and the other solvers, I think their pseudonyms are a lot more obvious when they refer to themselves. But fed up, yes, me backwards. In prize to force something open. I'm not sure I would have thought of prize. Anyway, and then itemize second and hence every letter of, and then set minus its last letter is indeed virtually. So another little trick I need to remember, which makes sense. You know, you'd say, oh, are we there yet? Well, we're virtually there. We're nearly there. Oh, Alan is back. Okay, after a week away. Loved paprika. And then I'll just say, when is it tortuous and when is it torturous? Are they both the same? And over time, maybe we dropped the R or we put it in the R. KVA said a very good puzzle. Yes, and there's the order of those words is changed. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I think my only criticism would be Fed tends to have some very long clues, which are not my favorite, but I think they're all very fair. And yeah, I enjoyed it. All right, well, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.